Alright, what's happening, YouTube? I ain't posted in a little bit. It's not about gang stalking or spiritual warfare or the war or anything like that. This is just basically off of a nigga just trying to make it. And you can go your whole life and not make it. I've witnessed this. And not even know that you're not making it. You can get close to it and get shut down, which is a lot of us that are half conscious do. And the real key point is, of any of it, whether you make it or not, whatever you're trying to make it towards, other than the main point of having faith in God and having faith and hope and steadfastness, is knowing your enemy. Shout out to Rage Against the Machine. And your enemy is ruthless. It's conniving. It's wicked. It's spiteful. It's not in a human being, but it can be found in most human beings. And usually it's found in a lot of human beings, especially when you're trying to get somewhere. I'll give you an example. Like, you can make your way through many things. You could go through any trade. You can pick up any skill. You can go through years of college and have your job removed by AI. You can do a bunch of things. But understanding that you will be attacked, especially if you're black. Just hands down, and I know a lot of people that are not black don't get it. They're like, well, I've had it hard too. Like, name well, minus now, because the government's now checking your ass too. But name a time where the government created a system specifically to destroy you. We have that as black people. No other race has that. But not to gloat in the victim games, but say if you want to be a trucker, prescribe this or ascribe this to anything else that you're doing, and superimpose it to gain game on what you're supposed to do and adjust. I've been trying to get in my own truck. I've been trying to work for myself for a long period of time. Everybody that I come across with either has a negative output on it. They're saying the market's always bad. It's always bad. Even when the market was good, even when COVID was good, like, oh, well, it could go bad. It's like, damn, nigga, everything you say is negative. Like, I was getting, as a lease operator at Stevens, like, sometimes I get lucky and get a $5 per mile. There's still $5 per miles. Even after the market went down, I got, like, as a lease operator, I got 1,000 for running 100 miles. Like, it took an hour and I made like 1,000. I paid whatever, so I paid whatever out. I got like a 900 or some shit out. I was over 1,000, but it was like 900 for driving 1 hour. Like, I delivered a load, picked up another load, and made that in no time. So it's like, and then those same people, which are usually white people, always trying to discourage. And I get it from the white standpoint. Is like, you need slaves, you need mental slaves, you need debt slaves, you need people that are cowardice, weak, and fearful. Not only they have systems against us, these people benefit from these systems and utilize this. Not just black people, every other race that they try to block out. But the thing is, and whenever you catch on, they move the goalposts. Like, it's a funny game. But back to the trucking portion of it, like, I've noticed this super heavy set woman. When I had a breakdown, she was on her first breakdown of the year. Most of the time, this truck is broken down. Like, and let me move my shit now because they're fixing some shit in the truck again. This truck was broken down. Like, it broke down 6 times in 2 weeks. And that was just recently. And I can't tell you how many times it broke down from, like, just in a year existence of this company. of me being in this company. I don't know where to look. I know my eyes aren't crossed and shit. Where's the camera at? I don't know. Anyways, but I don't even get the full breakdown pay, and there's always them fighting for it, and it feels like I'm being strategically worked against to make sure I don't get the full ability to work to even be able to work to get what I'm working for or working towards. And then it's like I'm not even allowed to leave the industry. Like, I'm trying to leave to go to somewhere else where at least I can get dependable pay, but it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter where I go. It's just the same old. Like, this is the best I can get right now. Like, I've worked for a company, I got screwed over. I worked for a company, they didn't want to pay. At least this company's paying. And that's the best I get as a black man. I spoke to a fat lady, like I was saying, that had a breakdown. That was like the ending. It was in December and shit. I have a breakdown every month, multiple breakdowns. And she makes like, a trucker is supposed to make like easy over 100,000 a year. I've never been allowed to make nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. Never, not once. And I've been doing trucking for 7 years. Over 7 years. I've never. Even if I had a good week, I'm not even allowed to like run it like that. The dispatchers are always giving me bullshit. Unless I'm like, I did the lease operator, but the lease operator, the company finds a way to pull my money. Like, whenever there's a contractual way where people can eat off of me, they find a way to make it impossible for me to escape them and impossible for me to get my own money from them. And then, situation-wise, it's impossible for me to leave, even though at least I covered that route. But it's like, all there is to offer is something else. And this is how you know, as a trucker, at least I am in the Truman Show. Like, I've gotten to the finishing line of getting my own. And when I spoke to the salesman, he was like, he knew exactly how long at bare minimum it would take for me to get to it, because he knew, like, you know when people do a Freudian slip? Well, he Freudian slipped and said what he knew, basically exposing the timeline that I was going to go through. And that threw me. It's like, how do you know it was going to take that long? Like, if everything was going as it previously gone, I just finished paying off my car. I was like, okay, I could do that. But whenever I'm trying to climb away from something, and this is usually, it always has been this way. Like, you can do normal nigga shit. The Matrix allow you to do any normal nigga shit. If I wanted to buy jewelry, if I wanted to buy more grills and I wanted to put diamonds in it, this is thousands of dollars. You could, like, not these, but the ones I'm gonna get next, you could pay anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 for a new grill. Easy. It depends on what kind of diamonds and whatnot and all that good shit and what quality of gold. I could, if I decided to right now, I could. You know, but as soon as I decide to put something in that I don't lose money in, or it actually makes me money, that's when the attacks come in. And it's like, this is the slavery that all black men go through, unless you're a sellout. Unless you're part of some secret society or sorority, or you pledged, or you participated in butt sex with the juicy ones. If you know what I mean? Or you did some nefarious activity and shit, or or a combination of those things, or you're willing to sell out all of humanity or your own people, anything like that, then yeah, this doesn't describe you. And even if you're willing to do those things, like I've seen with my own family and people close to me, sadly, if they don't if they don't value your contribution to the evil in this world, you still won't get it. You're just gonna be doing the evil. Like, you're just another tool. Which I'm not focusing on the tools of this world. There's so many of them. But I'm focusing on the text of the tools and how to balance them out. You have to make the chess moves inevitable. God is gonna ultimately figure it out. But don't open your weakness. Don't open your wounds to them. Don't throw salt in your own wounds. They're gonna cut you. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's not gonna prosper and shit. You may not die from an infection, but they're gonna cut you. And it's up to you how you stitch it together and how you mend yourself and how you grow stronger from it. And I can't go into detail. Obviously, you don't go into detail until things are finished. And it feels like I'm being monitored, even though I don't have to say anything, because, like I said with the trucking thing, he knew, Mike, that I was going to get there. I've been keeping secret. I've been cutting most people off. And my progression has progressed faster because I've cut off people that are basically secret sabotages, mistaken as friends or people that you're trying to fuck with or hoes and bitches and random shit. People that shouldn't be in your life when you're climbing up and they really don't want to climb up or don't want you to climb up. Those things are obvious setbacks. But the unobvious setbacks I'm addressing, and it's not just in trucking, it's everywhere, is people that you're literally working with or working for will inevitably, directly or indirectly, have a hand in your stumble. I'm saying that the people that succeed in life, they're a lot smarter. Unless they're doing evil, which I guess you can call it smart, but depends on how far you're thinking. But either way, they're a lot smarter than what you see on face value. But I don't know. Add it up how you want. God knows your value. Till next time.